She lit up the screen with her laugh, her looks, and her legendary one-liners. But behind the bright lights and bold fashion, Countess Vaughn was hiding pain that went deeper than anyone imagined. From breakout fame on Moesha to the front-and-center spotlight on the Parkers, she was unstoppable, until she wasn't. The truth. She made the ultimate sacrifice to protect her career. Then came the scalp infections, the public feuds, the abusive relationship, and a decision that changed everything behind closed doors. And just when we thought her story couldn't get any more intense, she faced off with a partner who tried to ruin her, physically, emotionally, and professionally. This isn't just a Hollywood glow-up. It's a survival story full of shocking truths, heartbreaking choices, and a transformation that's turning heads even now. So if you think you know everything about Countess Vaughn's rise, fall, and fierce comeback, think again. Because the real story is finally out, and it's leaving fans speechless. Countess Vaughn was always destined to be a star. Born in the small town of Idaho, Oklahoma, her life started quietly, but it didn't stay that way for long. By age 3, she was already stealing the spotlight in her church choir. Her voice was pure talent, undeniable and powerful. At just 9 years old, she took the national stage on Star Search, belting out, "I'll Be There," and walking away not only as the junior category winner but the overall junior champion in vocal performance. That win catapulted her into the acting world, landing her on NBC's hit show 227 as Alexandria DeWitt. Even surrounded by seasoned actors, Countess held her own, cracking jokes and lighting up the room with sass and confidence. But that early taste of fame came with a dose of pain. She overheard negative comments about herself on set, and it hit hard. That moment opened her eyes to the industry's darker side. Still, she pushed forward, snatching up roles on shows like Thea, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and Rock. In 1992, she dropped her debut album, Countess, making waves with a soulful rendition of James Brown's It's a Man's World, which broke into the Billboard R&B Top 100. But it was 1996 that changed everything. That's when she landed the role of Kimberly Ann Parker on Moesha. She wasn't just Moesha's goofy bestie, she was the scene stealer, the comic relief, and the one who brought heart to every episode. Her fashion was loud, her voice was louder, and fans couldn't get enough. For 3 seasons, Countess brought Kim to life, and her performance earned her the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. She was funny, loyal, and totally unforgettable. That's why when the Parker spin-off was announced in 1999, nobody was surprised. Kim and her equally dramatic mother Nikki, played by Monique, became a powerhouse duo. The show ran for 5 years, solidifying Countess Vaughn as sitcom royalty. But behind that success was a much more complicated story. At just 18, right as her career was peaking, Countess Vaughn discovered she was pregnant. She was set to lead the Parkers, her own show, her own moment, and now she was facing a life-altering decision. In a deeply emotional interview, she revealed the truth. She made the choice to terminate the pregnancy. She admitted that fear drove her. She believed producers wouldn't accept a pregnant teen as the face of their new hit show. She thought they'd cancel everything. And with no support system, no examples of young moms in the spotlight, she kept it all to herself. She didn't tell anyone, just made the decision, went back to work, and kept smiling on camera. She said, "My maturity wasn't there. I handled it alone, and that showed." It wasn't just about protecting her role, it was about survival in an industry that demanded perfection. But that sacrifice haunted her. After the Parkers wrapped in 2004, she tried to shift focus to her personal life. She married Joseph James in 2002, and they had 2 children together. But by 2005, the marriage had ended. Still, she pressed forward. In 2006, Countess appeared on Celebrity Fit Club, aiming to reclaim her health. Instead of losing weight like the other cast members, she gained 2 pounds by the finale. Behind the scenes, she was dealing with depression, emotional exhaustion, and the pressure of public life. Then came another curveball, thyroid disease. In 2007, complications forced her to leave celebrity rap star. But her most painful health struggle came from something she'd worn proudly, her wigs. After years of lace fronts and weaves, Countess suffered severe scalp damage. She brushed off the signs, oozing, pain, even smell, until her hair started falling out in clumps. She was left with permanent skin discoloration, raw patches, and a shattered sense of self-worth. She told doctors about the pain, the smell, the skin peeling off her ears and forehead. Her wig glue had done so much damage, strangers assumed she had vitiligo. She had to draw in her hairline with eyeliner and hide under makeup. "I had to be bald at home," she said. "I was embarrassed. I just wanted to look natural." But it didn't stop there. In 2014, hoping for a comeback, Countess joined Hollywood Divas. And for a minute, things were looking up. By the 2016 finale, she was engaged to longtime partner David Benjamin Richard Winton. But in 2018, everything came crashing down. Countess came forward with disturbing allegations, accusing Winton, the man she'd spent a decade with and father to one of her children, of long-term abuse. She claimed he beat her, strangled her, and emotionally terrorized her for years. One of the most shocking accusations, that he forced bleach onto her face to sabotage her appearance and career. She also claimed he threatened to leak private videos and even kill her. With her children's safety on the line, she filed for a restraining order, detailing years of torment. A judge granted the order, forcing Winton to stay at least 100 yards away from her and her kids. That chapter marked a new low, but also a turning point. The Countess wasn't hiding anymore. She had finally reached her breaking point. In a candid interview with US Weekly, Countess Vaughn opened up about the emotional weight she'd been carrying. Years of pain, regret, and fear had left her feeling trapped inside herself. But she wasn't going to stay quiet anymore. "I really needed to release all that I've been carrying," she said. "I beat myself up for so long." Her healing journey meant letting go of shame, of judgment, of trying to be perfect. She said she wasn't a victim anymore. She loved herself, flaws and all. And that new mindset came with growth. After years of silence, Countess finally reached out to Brandy. Their feud had been messy and bitter, but Countess was ready to let it go. In an emotional Instagram post, she apologized to Brandy for everything. She praised her talent, her strength, and called them spiritual siblings. She said, "Why not be friends when we're both talented? Why call each other names?" Brandy responded with grace, saying she was thankful for the bond they'd shared as artists and sisters. That moment wasn't just about forgiveness, it was about evolution. A new chapter. Countess wasn't trying to prove anything to anyone. She was just trying to be free. Around that time, she made headlines again, but this time, for supporting Monique. When Monique sued CBS and Paramount over unpaid royalties from the Parkers, Countess showed love by reposting the announcement. Monique had made it clear, she wanted the money she and her team were owed. And Countess stood with her. She knew the value of the show. She lived it. And it was time for justice. That lawsuit is still working its way through the system, but Countess made it clear where she stands. Did you catch that recent photo of her that went viral? She was sitting in a black chair, rocking a white print top, gold bangles, and that iconic curly hair. Her hand was on her chin, giving the camera that fierce, familiar look. And fans couldn't believe it. She looked like the same Kim Parker we grew up watching. At 46, she's still got it. But what most people didn't know is that the woman in that photo is a survivor. Every smile hides the struggles she's fought through. Countess Vaughn's latest news isn't just about appearances. It's about everything she's overcome. And honestly, her strength might be the most stunning transformation of all. Even her kids get it. In one interview, she shared a sweet moment where she planned a fancy day out, but they said they'd rather just stay home and be with her. That hit her hard, in the best way. After everything, the trauma, the pressure, the public scrutiny, her kids just wanted her time. Her presence. Not her fame. Not her money. Just her. That's real love. That's real healing. It's why Countess Vaughn's scandal update matters so much. Because it's not just about what went wrong, it's about what she did next. She took her pain and turned it into power. She used her voice, her truth, and her story to help herself and maybe help someone else too. The hair loss, the abuse, the career setbacks, they didn't define her. They shaped her. And now, she's in control. So what do you think about Countess Vaughn's transformation? Did anything about her journey surprise you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because her story isn't just tea, it's a testament to survival. And if you're still here, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an update on Countess Vaughn's latest news or the next big Countess Vaughn scandal update. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments, because there's always more to the story.